Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We're gonna light it up now. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We're gonna light it up now.
Well, hello. I can actually hear the music tonight. Can you believe that? Welcome in, everybody. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'll tell you in just a moment. But welcome to tonight's live. It's good to see everybody. Happy Sunday evening to you. Happy Sunday evening. But we did fix the sound. So I've been coming live the last, like 3 days, and I haven't had any music. Like, you guys can hear it, but I couldn't hear it. So it was just like, when do I go on? It was kind of like that. And then I would come on and the music would be in the background because I didn't realize it was still on. But Vincent fixed it. And I would have never been able to fix it. I don't know what back door he was in today, but I don't know where he was at. He was in my settings somewhere, but I've never seen those settings before. So he fixed it. So we're going to have a great live now just because of that. Hey, Casey. Yeah, you know notifications? Well, probably because I think that if you schedule your live, like YouTube will give you a time to schedule it. Like say it's 7:15. It'll tell you to schedule it like 9:15, like maybe like a couple hours or something. And so today when I scheduled it, it said 9:35 and I changed it to 9:15 because you can schedule it any time. But I think it does something to the video. Like it does something to the algorithm or something. Hey, Christy. Hey, Dawn. So if you guys don't mind, we are going to review some updates. I have some updates for you. And then I have some stuff I just want to run across you, get your opinion on. But before we do that, if you guys don't mind, take a second, hit the like button. My name's Tanya. If I didn't tell you my name, hi, hello, welcome in. You can call me Tanya or Titanium Built. And thank you guys for being here. The faster we get those likes up, the faster we get to the algorithm. Hey, Ladybug. Hey, Crime Kitty. Welcome in. Hey, hola, baby girl. And did I say hey to Dawn? I think I did. I highlighted her name on enough. I said, hey. Okay, yeah. Let me write that down. You know me, I forget everything. But if it's on a Post-it note, Might not. You know what? I did forget to bring my pens in. There's like 10 pens in my purse. Okay. I'll write that down. Thank you, Ladybug. That's very nice. Hey, DM. Welcome in. So it's not that he's not a suspect. I have these clips in my hair and they're about to come out. They're giving me a headache a little bit. But it's not that he's not a suspect. I was reading into that earlier. People are wording it weird. They're wording it like he was cleared, but he's nobody's a suspect as of right now. You know what I mean? Like, so like they're not naming anybody as a suspect still. It's kind of like where we were, you know, the last few days. So, or the last, you know, since this happened last month. Oh my goodness, it's been almost a month. You go see a band play, Ladybug? Did I miss it? I thought I heard you say something about that. Or like I thought I read that. Oh, they're all 10-year-old played Sweet Child of Mine. Oh. That's sweet. They just don't make the music like they used to. Vincent listens to old music, and I mean, he don't know what he'd be listening to, but I'll be singing it. I'll sing it all day. Like today, the Fleetwood Mac came on. He was like, "You don't know who this is," and I'm like, "This is my mom's favorite singer. What do you mean? Who are you talking to?" So then I sang to him on the way to Target. Hey, Lenora. And he was so excited. He got me out of there fast today. There's Aries. Hello, Aries. How are you doing? Hey, True Crime Rewind. I'm not going to do it with Renee. It's the rewind. I want to say rewind. I want to say it like I did when I was little. Doing some work. Aries, I like that. I like that attitude. Me too. Me too. I'm ready for whatever the future holds. Just think, Aries, you're not going to turn 40 in a couple weeks. You got that going for you. I'm actually the closer we get to it, the more I feel better about it, which is weird. But yeah, he listens to good music. I mean, Vincent does listen to good music, so he does do that. I mean, and a funny thing about me and my mom is my mom used to always listen to the song Hotel California because it was long enough to, I think this is what I think, because as I got older, I ended up working the same job she did, but I think it was long enough for her to vacuum like the whole restaurant that she worked at. And she would put on the jukebox and I'd be in there with her at night and or, you know, if it was early in the morning, whatever she needed to do. And she would put that on. And I always remember that song. So that's one of those songs I will always remember. And then Vincent's from California. So it makes it even better. So I've been just like looking around online, doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, just doing some searching. I was actually looking to see if Celeste Rivas Hernandez had her funeral today because her body was released to, let me get you the place's name. I have a map. It's called Queen of Haven Mortuary. And they do the funeral service, burial, all of it, or cremation, you know, crematory services. They do it all there. Normally you can look up the person that you're going to go see. Like if you're going to go to like, you know, a viewing or, you know, something like that, or a funeral or both, they'll have like the obituary of whoever it is. Now, maybe her parents, mom's boyfriend or dad, I don't know at this point, but maybe her parents decided to not do a obituary because maybe that they thought that would bring attention to her, you know, her funeral, and maybe they just didn't want that. And hey, I would do the same. But it's on her GoFundMe. The dates are changing, and I'm just like, and then the date changed right before I left, or right before I came on. I was looking at the timeline that we're going to do, or I was going to go over with you guys. And at the end of the timeline for like October, it says October 6th. So now the date for her funeral has been the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th. Now, I never really have heard of a funeral on a Saturday. I don't even know. Maybe a viewing on a Sunday night. I don't know. I don't even know if I've known maybe Sunday, but not really Saturday. I mean, they probably do it. I just have never been to a funeral on a Saturday. Um, but it's expensive to do it on the weekend. I'm not like saying it that that matters because they raised $24,843. So they could have done it on any day of the week that they wanted to do it on. We just want to make sure they give her the funeral that she deserves, right? Like, and even if it's not a funeral, right? Even if it's just a viewing with the family, we want to make sure she gets that, right? Like, it sucks because it's like, what would Celeste have wanted? But we don't know. We don't really know. I think that she'd want people that loved her and cared about her to be around her, though. I do think that. So this is the first one that I came across that actually some SF Investigates actually screenshotted this for the day before. I was like, oh, thank goodness. Because I didn't screenshot this yesterday. I didn't think that I'd be looking for today. I thought the funeral would been today and we'd have been none the wiser. So this is the GoFundMe page that they had up for her. And so they had the GoFundMe up for her. And then they have, I'm sorry. Then I have the, the funeral site too. So October 4th, it says right up here, like in this little, I don't know if you can, well, there we go. Now you can see it. Didn't know I could zoom in like that. So it says today is the service, October 4th, 2025. So that would have been yesterday. Sorry, something just flew into my eye. Oh, sorry. I have like a fan right here. I don't know what. I don't know what it was. I only have one working eye. Sorry. If one goes down, we've only got the one. Let me get my mirror back here. Sorry if you guys can like see me doing this, but my eyes watered bad. Probably dang cat hair or something. Because he's laying over there. We'll blame him. Okay. I think we're good. Wow. I'm like, we only got the one. We can't go down. We can't go down. I should be wearing my glasses anyway. So then if you look it up now, like right now, it says today is the service, October 5th, 2025. So the date switched from yesterday to today. And then this is like the newest one. And then whenever we go through the timeline that we're going to go through tonight, at the end of the timeline, they had added on tomorrow's date, and it said October 6th, and it said funeral services. So it's like, when are these funeral services happening? I mean, I'm just asking because this girl has been through enough in this life, in my humble opinion. She should get the respect and that she deserves. She's 14 years old. When she died, she was 14. Like, it's just, so sad. So this is where I saw you can't read it, but it's hard to read, but it's a screenshot of Lauren Conlon took this. So it says Queen of Haven Mortuary down there. And I can show you where I found it, like right here. And she just says on October 4th, yesterday, she said, adding to the confusion of the Celeste Rivas Hernandez service scheduled for today or tomorrow per the GoFundMe, her death certificate stated that her body was released to the Queen of Haven Mortuary. Their website doesn't have any information about a service for Celeste on October 5th or 4th or 5th. And I've double checked that and I didn't see it either. I just didn't want to flash a bunch of people's faces on the screen that don't belong in the case. It says, I found a cell phone of a family member on an old missing flyer and text them to ask if perhaps the service was closed to family only. No response yet. Everything appears to be so strange when it comes to this tragic case. Poor Celeste, I hope she is honored as she deserves to be. Yeah. me too. And it says right here, it just, I guess, it just shows like who the services are for. And she's not on there. And then this one, even Monday, October 6th, is Kathleen Ward. Unless it's in the night, I can look. They have everything on here. I would call them, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm not that bossy to like call them and be like, hey, I'm sure like people have called already, you know what I mean? Like, and then there'd be like little old me calling. I don't even know how to say that name. Visitation for how do you say this? Cuauhtemoc. So, okay, I gotta take these out. They're giving me a headache. Maybe I need to take a Advil. So it says right here, Thursday, October. Hold on. We're not on October 1st anymore. We need to go down. Here, I can just share this tab with you guys. Why don't I do that? So this is where it was. So there's Saturday. And then nothing on Sunday. Like I told you, I didn't think that they held anything on Sundays, but I guess they don't. Must be their day for rest also, you know. I mean, everyone's got to have a day for rest. And then Monday, they have just this one for Miss Kathleen Ward. And then nothing until October 16th. So what's going on here, you know? It's like, what's happening? What's happening? Hey, Lee. Hey, Lenora. Sunday is church day. Yes, it is. That's true. I didn't think they did anything on Sundays. I think. No, we weren't in there on a Sunday. It felt like we were. But yeah, I don't see her anywhere. I mean, this is October 18th. Like they're not going to hold her, you know, remains for that long. You know, they're going to want to bury her. So usually families bury within like a first week or so. And that's another thing. That's why I was reading, it might be actually what I'm going to read to you guys, but it was like, why does like California write deferred on the death certificate? And it could be, I think it says in here, and we'll go over it, that they might put deferred, that way they can get that death certificate to that family member. And that way they can, you know, proceed with their, like doing the funerals or making arrangements or, you know, anything that they need to do for that person. So I just, I couldn't really find anything on it when I was like Googling stuff, like, so I just used Google AI. So that's what we're going to go with. We're going to go with Google AI for the time being. But I think that, it sounds like it's going to do us okay. And I'll just share this tab with you. So it just says, in California, a medical examiner writes deferred on a death certificate when the cause of death cannot be immediately determined. Because we were kind of wondering if it was like, if they were waiting on toxicology results, or like what they were, you know, kind of waiting on, or what they were doing. Now, to me, it seems like they should have probably got those back. You know, those toxicology results. I mean, you would think they would be like, we want these quick and in a hurry. But I mean, maybe they're not. But I would think they would be. And thanks, Lee. Appreciate that. Hey, Four Fireflies. Hey, Brandon. Well, actually, that's what I was going to show you too. The funeral cost. Because they're kind of insanity. Okay, we'll do that after this. Because I was like, what? Like, I mean, this is the place to go. I'm like, okay. So, in California, a medical, I read that already. It means that an autopsy was performed, but further investigation, including additional laboratory and toxicology tests, is needed to reach a final conclusion. This process allows for funeral arrangements and burial to proceed without delay while ensuring the final accurate cause of death is recorded. Key aspects of a deferred death certificate in California. One of them is purpose. It is a temporary designation that allows for the legal processing of the death so the body can be released to the family. Reason it is issued that when the medical examiner needs to gather more information through toxicology screenings, microscopic examinations, or review of medical records. Common occurrences involving potential drug overdose. Okay, so look at this. Okay. Deferrals are common in cases involving potential drug overdoses, suspected poisonings, or when a person has pre-existing medical conditions that complicate the findings of the initial autopsy. I wonder, like, I don't know if they would, I don't know if they're going to be able to tell, like, exactly if it was a drug overdose. I don't know how they would be able to tell exactly how much was in her system. But someone was saying, was it, which we looked it up and they said don't use the eyes. But I think it was Joseph Scott Morgan or someone too said the eyes, but I've always heard use like the femur of somebody. Now that should still be there, right? Like that's a bit, what is that, like the biggest bone in your body? I would think it is. So it just says resolution. Once the additional test results are back and the medical examiner has made a final determination, the death certificate is updated. A corrected or supplemental death certificate is then issued with the official cause and manner of death. And then the timeline of the process can take several weeks or even a few months for the final cause of death to be officially determined and recorded. So we might be waiting for a little while. That's a long time. I'm gonna play my nose really quick. Sorry, guys. These two dogs are snoring behind me. They're seriously really cute. Oh, that's a good idea too, to look in the liver, yeah. Okay. My eye feels better. That was weird. Yeah, that was weird. How my eye doing that? Okay. So I did look up the pricing because I'm a curious person. I'm just curious because it was there and it said, "Do you want to view it?" So it says here, it says general price list. Now this right here is just like I'm talking about being one with the earth and coming back together with Christ or something. I write a little bit of it, but it's just more of, yeah, we don't need to read it a lot. So this is their commitment. It says, look at this, the availability of our personnel 24 hours a day, 365 days a year to respond to your initial call. Okay. The arrangement, interview, bookkeeping, accounting, and any other general clerical administrative fees. That's nice. There's so, I swear, people that work at funeral homes, I've never met anyone that's been mean, and I hope that they are never mean, but they are usually so gentle and nice and just caring. Like a lot of times people say over, they normally don't say a word, you know what I mean? As long as it's not like crazy amount of hours, but if you stay like 30, 40, 50 an hour, they usually will let you go. Like, or maybe I just grew up in a small town and that's how we do things in a small town. So the vigil and funeral services here, the use of the facilities and staff for viewing or vigil up to 4 hours. So that's just if you want to do, like if you're, you're cremated, your loved one is cremated, or you have other arrangements on how you're going to, bury that person, then you can just do this here for $745. Now let me know if I get these prices wrong, because my dad's funeral, not even close. Like none of these numbers are even close. Like times it by 10. And that was in the year of like 2008. So then this one is the use of facilities and staff at the funeral home. And then the use of equipment and staff for funeral service at church, followed by a committal service. That's $1,195. Yeah, they released her body. Yeah. Well, what they had of her remains. When did they release it? I think it was right here. We'll find it if not. This is another timeline, but I think I had this up for a reason. This timeline too. Okay. And then you can do the use of facilities and staff or equipment and staff for memorial liturgy service. So then that's 1,195. That's without the deceased present. Well, why wouldn't I don't even want to know. I don't want to know. Like, I mean, like, where are you going to put them? Like, that's why you're there. And then this is performed at the graveside, like use of equipment and staff for graveside service. So I guess if you don't have a viewing, $550. And then additional charge of $465 on weekends and holidays. Nope. Getting married, you're getting buried on a Monday. So we've got where they've said it was October 4th, the service. Then we've got today. Today is the service, October 5th. And then here in a little bit, like I said, I'm going to show you where it says October 6th now. Like, what? Oh, I just exited out there. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. The only update that I have seen, and let me know if you guys have seen another update. Maybe there's another update. I just said I haven't seen it. Is this update here from September 29th? I know that the officer, that sheriff or whatever he was, chief, he went on that one news station. I can't remember which one it was. He's the one that said that it was like a homicide. And I think what he meant was like they're working it as a homicide. Like they should be working every case like a homicide until they can prove that it's not, just making sure that they gather the evidence the right way and doing all that stuff. Or maybe he just made a Freudian slip. I don't know. So it says here that robbery homicide division investigation into the death of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. The Los Angeles Police Department robbery homicide division has been diligently investigating the death of Celeste Rivas Hernandez over the past several weeks. At this time, we can confirm that Celeste Rivas Hernandez is deceased and her body was found in the front trunk area of a Tesla belonging to David Burke. The vehicle had been parked at the location from which it was towed for several weeks. So Ms. Rivas Hernandez may have been deceased for several weeks before the discovery of her body. And I believe that. I believe that she was. I think that when they moved that car, she was in it and they never went and touched it again. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner has not yet determined the cause or manner of Ms. Rivas Hernandez's death. As such, it remains unclear whether there is any criminal culpability beyond the concealment of her body. I mean, I could think of a couple. She's 14. End of story. End of story. Why was she there? Why was she in a grown man's house? And don't say he was saving her. He was just helping her like a big brother would. That's what we're going to hear. I bet you. I would bet money on it. I'm not a psychic or anything, but I'm telling you, if it happens, I am a psychic. You guys remember that. But it sounds like something that, like, I could hear like a manager trying to think of a story to tell right now. Like, what are we going to say? So RHD is thoroughly examining every aspect of this case to uncover the truth and seek justice for Celeste Rivas Hernandez and her family. Are you? Because in the last sentence, you just said, it remains unclear whether there is any criminal culpability, whether or beyond the concealment of her body. I'm pretty sure there's, and I don't know, like there's so many people that have said, she was dismembered, and then they were like saying, no, she wasn't dismembered. I don't know if she was dismembered, but if she was, then there is definitely something really, 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 really wrong. Because if someone ODs, even if they're underage, I would not chop them up. I would not think to do that. Even if I wanted to hide them. Let's say that. Play the devil advocate. Like, let's say this happened to me and I wanted to hide someone. I probably wouldn't put them in my front trunk of my car, but if I did, I wouldn't chop them up and then do it. Right? Like that's just actually, yeah, why would they do that really? I mean, they're not making anything easier on themselves by doing that. I mean, they're going to make a mess in the car. They're going to be caught taking the bags out to the car. Like there's so many cameras. I don't know. Then if you were to just take one black bag is what we've heard. So I don't know. I hope that they are able to tell us exactly what happened though, right? Exactly, that's what I mean, like, why didn't they just call? I mean, I guess I could understand being, like, scared. If I wasn't his not the manager. The manager, he is way too old to be no. I don't give him any I wouldn't be like, yeah, like if I was David being a 20-year-old, maybe I would freak out a little bit and be like, "Oh my god, what am I gonna do?" And then put her in the car. But I mean, he had to know she had eventually, what was he just gonna move on with his life and just go on tour and then the other Celeste girl that's named Celeste that she looks just like the other Celeste. They just brought her in around June. She just started hanging around in around like May or June with him. So it's like, did they know that they were getting like caught onto? And so they bring in this other Celeste to make it look like he's actually dating a girl that's his age because they look so much like they look uncannily similar. They look just like they could be sisters. But it just says they're not going to answer any more questions, and it's like, oh, okay, thanks. Well, that didn't help. Okay. So we're going to go over I had some questions actually. Never mind. I already answered them all. Okay. So this timeline goes from February 2024 to September 30th, but I have some more updates after that. So just close some of these windows out. I'm going to refresh that GoFundMe and just see what it does and see if it still says the service is today, October 5th. They're closed today. Like, I don't think they're there, so I don't know. It's just so crazy. Okay. So this is going to give us the timeline. Also, there is one typo. There's a couple typos, but one of them is the house was $19,999 a month, not $13,000. So if you see that, it's okay. And thank you guys all for being here. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've heard she was dismembered, but then I've heard from other like people and other sources like them backtrack that. Like I don't even think that TMZ talks about it anymore. And it's just weird, like it's like they said first it was like dismembered, not intact. So then we were kind of thinking, well, what if it was from her being in that heat in the car, right? And I mean that could maybe, but I think Joseph Scott Morgan, and he's the crime he's the crime analysis guy. He knows all that stuff. He knows he's been to like I don't know. He does he does like he does this stuff. Like what is he he's a professor of. Too bad Ashley's not in here tonight. She would know immediately. She'd be like so mad at me right now that I don't know. But I don't know. He knows all about that kind of stuff. And he said that he doesn't think that would happen, that her body would break apart like that. So I don't know. Hey, kitty cats. So, okay. This is the timeline that I wanted to go over with you guys. Now, there's like 4 parts of this timeline. So we're going to go over them on different lives because it's a lot to digest. There's a lot in here. There's and there's sources. Everything has like a source, which is good because I love that. I love that for us. And I've used this site a lot, not just for this case, but for other cases as well. So this is the missing persons flyer that we've all seen before. This is just going to kind of go over Celeste's like background and her background with David too, but like a lot of it's going to be her background. This person even did like a like how much like the temperature was outside that day. Like they did like this whole car study. It's really interesting. So yeah, we'll read through this. So Celeste Rivas Hernandez was and if I get anything wrong, like put some like bombs in the chat, or if you have a question, put some bombs in the chat, and then I'll try to look at it. I'll try to make sure that I look over. Applied forensics, yeah. Man, my eyes still bother me a little bit. Okay. Sorry. Like never have problems with my eye like that, but I do tonight. Something flew in it. Okay, so Celeste Rivas Hernandez was a 13-year-old girl, 14 now, but from when she died, from Lake Elsinore, California, who went missing on April 5th, 2024. Described by family as a bright and caring, she disappeared suddenly, leaving behind a devastated community. Her family shared that she had a small shush tattoo on her right index finger, a detail that later proved key in identifying her. For more than a year, Celeste's loved ones searched for answers. In September 2025, her case drew national attention when her remains were discovered inside the front trunk of a Tesla that had been impounded in the Hollywood Hills. She was only 15 years old at the time of identification. Her death is being investigated by the Los Angeles Police Department as a homicide. The case has raised urgent questions about how she vanished, how she came into contact with those linked to the vehicle, and what circumstances led to her tragic fate. Oh, I was going down. I was scrolling on the wrong page. So this is the timeline for her. And it says this is ongoing. So information presented in this timeline reflects details available at the time of publication. So February 2024 basically starts with a lease began for a contemporary home in the Bird Streets neighborhood of the Hollywood Hills, owned by Ladin Trefunic. I don't know how to say his last name. Let's see. Let's see if it'll tell us on the MacBook. Trefunic later stated he had no idea Burke was living there until informed by his real estate manager. The lease was signed with Burke's manager, Josh Marshall. The house rents, and this is for $19,999 per month, and sits roughly 500 feet from Bluebird Avenue, where Burke's Tesla would later be abandoned. I wonder if these are pictures. Oh no, this is Rolling Stone, but I don't have Rolling Stone, so it won't let me read the article, but that's okay. If you want me to like hit any of the sources though, let me know and I will. Oh, if it's the heat in California, I don't even know what her body would have looked like. I can't even imagine what happened, like for real. Like I've told you guys before, like the paint on a car just gets eaten off, like within like a few years. It doesn't take that long at all. Like your car will be going from like looking brand new to be looking dull within like a year. That sun out there is just so powerful and strong, I guess. Like, I mean, I know. I was out there one year we went out, I swear it was like 116, I think 116. I remember reading that in the car when we got in the car, and I was like, oh my goodness, we're gonna be melting. But it's dry heat, so it's different. It's not like heat out in Ohio. 116 in Ohio, you would be melted into the ground. Oh, thanks, Tracy. It's okay. I don't need to read it. I just was wondering like what if it had any pictures or anything. I appreciate that. So I don't know why they didn't do. This is when she was reported missing, but she ran away on February 14th. So February 15th, 2024, Celeste, age 13, is reported missing. And then I'll show you these because I did look at these earlier. Okay. Like, look how young she looks. Like, look at her eyes. I don't know. She just, like, this girl kind of looks different to me than some of the pictures we've seen. Is it because she is that much older? I don't know. That really was working for me good tonight. Look at that. Okay, now I don't want to do that anymore. Like, why am I still doing it? Okay. It's because I have to go all the way back, probably. There we go. It says Celeste Hernandez is my niece, and it says is missing this morning. I don't think that. I think it's like broken English, maybe a little bit. But it says is missing this morning. I do not get to classes in Lake Elsinore, California. She is 13 years old. If anyone has seen her, please contact me or her parents. And then it says Mercedes Martinez. I don't know if that's her mom. Or call the police. Please share family and friends. We love you and trust in God. Appear well. We wait for you at home. While we wait for you at home? So they're just going to wait for her at home? Okay, if that was my family looking for me, it wouldn't even be that nice. It would be like, Tanya. It would be the middle name and the last name. If your A isn't home in the next 25 minutes, because everywhere where we live takes 25 minutes to get home. If you're not home in 25 minutes, I'm going to get the cops after you. That's what it would say on mine. It really would. If it was even that nice, just because my parents would be like so scared, they want me to be home. Like, I mean, I'm sure her parents were scared too, but like my parents are just a different breed of people. They were just a different breed. They would have just been like, you better get here before I get to you. Like, that's why I never ran away. And when I did that one time, I called my mama. It's just, I feel so bad for her that she felt like she had to run away. And I hope, we don't know at this moment if it was, it looks like from her ex-boyfriend and everything that she didn't really get along with her mom that well. Maybe she said like she didn't really like her, or she, did bad things or whatever. So maybe she felt like she wanted to leave. She needed to leave. But it doesn't look like she was doing without anything. Right, Brie? I know. Like, it's like, what's so bad that would make you like run like that? So then where were we at? Oh, did I show you this one where she's found? No, I don't think so. So then missing persons posters are distributed around her neighborhood in Lake Elsinore. The Riverside County Sheriff's Department confirms she was reported missing at this time, but provides no further information, referring inquiries to the LAPD. Okay. February 19th, 2024, Celeste Rivas found safe and returned home. So, okay, she was found safe and returned home. It says here, now it says update. The girl has already appeared. She's already with her family. I don't know what that means. Like, that's not I don't know. That must be, I'm hoping we're just not all speaking the same English. You know what I mean? Like, because this is not very good. The girl has already appeared. She's already with her family. I don't know. You would think you'd be like, oh my gosh, we found her. Listen to me over here being judgmental, though. I shouldn't be like that. That was bad. When was that? That was February 19th. February 15th is when they said that she was missing. And it says from this morning. So maybe she did that, but everyone was saying Valentine's Day, weren't they? So it looks like it was February 15th, 2024. And then she came home February 19th, 2024. Like, that's 4 days gone. Oh, thanks, Lee. I don't know, Bree. Yeah, I know. There's very odd statements from everybody in this case. So then David, aka, well, D4VD, aka David, appears in recording of his video at the rental home. And I can play it, but I can't play you like the actual song. Let me pause it. No, I mean not. Actually, I'll just do this for a minute because then, like, that's his songs. Like his songs are more like low, softer, sadder kind of melodies. But that's him at that rental home that we looked at. And this is where I found the address to get the pictures the other night that we looked at. I think it was like 2 nights ago. So those are the pictures of the home there. And that's, let me make sure that's not playing in the background. So then we go to March 19th. And this is when we got that video. So at 7 a.m., surveillance video from Lago Spirits, a store in Celeste neighborhood, captured a young girl walking down the street in a darker sweater and light pants. This is flyer. Oh, it's this flyer here. So it says Celeste Rivas last seen March 19th, 2024. So she came back for a month. She was back for 1 month. And then she was gone again. I'm just trying to like get a really good look at her face, like her nose and everything, because I feel like in some of the pictures, just they don't look like the same person. I don't know. Store. So then, well, let's go back over here. Store. So 7 a.m. Then this is the store owner, Ellie Natif, provided the video to Celeste's family, believing the girl to be Celeste. Oh no, this is when. Oh, it's Los Angeles Times, of course. They're gonna charge it something too. Why do magazine or articles charge? Every article charges now. It's like, I want to read the article, but I don't want to give you $1.50 every time. And then, sign up for it, because then I'll forget. I'm already signed up to too many, and that's why. So it says, Natif states he believed she may have entered a vehicle down the street, though details were not very clear in the footage. Celeste regularly stopped by his corner store on her way to a nearby bus stop. And then late March 2024, Celeste was found and returned to school. Note again, this detail was referenced in a video statement from her teacher. Yeah, we saw that. Which I think is kind of weird that the teacher, kind of like stopped his class and was like, hey, I know her. I don't know. It was just kind of like, it was weird enough that the student recorded it, right? That teacher wasn't going to maybe put that out there, but that teacher or that student recorded it. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Yvonne. Well, that's what I was wondering, but they stopped the GoFundMe. Like the GoFundMe's over, like they stopped it. So that's why I'm like, what's going on? It says the organizer has currently disabled new donations to this fundraiser. So is something going on where the organizer that's supposed to be organizing this for, for the Rivas Hernandez families, is that person like, wait a minute, something's weird? Or are they just, it's not the funeral home. They would never switch your date. They wouldn't be like, oh, we got double booked. Can you just do this on a Monday? That would never happen. So like, it's very weird. Well, their prices are pretty cheap at that funeral home. $1,100 for the use of the facilities, staff, and equipment to bury your loved ones. $550 for just the equipment and staff for the graveside service if you don't want to have a viewing. Now you'd have to buy the casket and stuff like that. I understand all that, but that's pretty cheap for a funeral home. So I don't know. I thought that the fundraiser was going to be for I thought it was 25,000, but I don't know for sure. It could have been 15,000. I mean, I don't really know. Let me know if anyone knows in the chat. But it's just weird. Yeah, that was. Yeah, can I kick it? That's very smart. That's very smart of you. Yeah. He did say that. And you would I would and I think your phalanges, like your fingers, I think those are like something that goes first if when you're decomposing. Like your feet, your hands, because there's not a lot of like bone there. Like it's just cartilage in your hands, you would think. So like you got like, cartilage, bone, but it's not like your leg. Oh, the death tax. See, I didn't know. Vincent's dad's buried out there, but he's buried in one of those military plots, service plots. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's really nice where he's at. Oh, there goes my cat. I knew it. Hey, True Crime Tribe. Really? Yeah, they're still off grid. Yeah. Hey, Candy. I'm gonna let him out. I'm just waiting for him to get over there. He's a little older, He's gonna go sleep out there with Vincent. It's gonna make Vincent feel good. Sorry about that. Well, no, they charge you first, and then they take you to jail. They got to charge you before they arrest you. Hey, Candy, is that your cat? That's a pretty cat. That's a really pretty cat. Oh, I want a new kitten. But I mean, I love Rocky. Don't get it twisted. I just said my old cat, and I'm like, I want a new kitten. But for him, I need something to keep him healthy and young. So he was in a food coma, so I didn't want to wake him up earlier. Sorry about that. Where were we at? No, we already went through March 19th. Okay. So then on April 5th, 2024, 9 p.m., Celeste Rivas Hernandez, age 13, disappears from her home in Lake Elsinore, California. 9:30 p.m., Riverside County Sheriff's Department dispatched and opens a missing persons investigation. That's pretty quick. Flyer description: black sweater, gray pants, hat, Hello Kitty sandals. Man, that's pretty quick. So then September 8th, this is when 2024, verified sighting, TMZ footage from the Nest security camera shows Celeste seen alive arguing with neighbors. That's when she's like yelling at the neighbor. Apparently they were knocking and running at her door, her parents' house. I'm not sure. But that's what she said. It was her parents, and then she was like out back with like in where the apartments are. Because it looked like her parents lived in a house like around, like right beside the apartments. Oh, wait, we were down here, weren't we? Or no, we weren't. It's just saying it again. January 24th, that's when David streams from the rental home. February 5th, 2025, picture taken of David at his manager's rental place. Well, or his rental place. And here's the picture. Don't know what the 4 means, but it's all like bloodied and stuff, like everything in his whole life. Is the box there to like hold it up, or what are we doing with the box right here? Like the box is weird to me. Okay. Oh, there's more pictures. Look at this. We can go over. And then he's got it's like bloody pants on, because if you got, I don't know. It could be an aesthetic. I don't know. What kind of signature is that? Like, that is a weird symbol. Like after it, doesn't it? Like, let's like right here. And then there's him again. And we've seen this picture. This is the picture inside the house. Let me see if I can pull it up really quick. Right here. Okay. And then we'll see what else he's got. He's got these. I guess that's his CD, or it doesn't look like a CD because it's too flimsy right there. I don't know what that is, but okay. That's probably what it's supposed to be. I mean, $3 million, and this is the promo for your record? I mean, hey, you did it. You did it. I mean, you got everyone to listen to it, but that's crazy to me. I feel like okay. I started this journey as a homeschooled kid making music for Fortnite montages, never imagining where it would take me. Over time, I drew inspiration from everything around me, anime, music, and even other people's lives. It's so beautiful watching you guys connect to the music and, most importantly, connect to me. The last 2 years had been a journey since I left Houston. New places, new people, and new experiences have shaped me in ways I never expected. This album is the first time I've truly opened up about my own life, my own stories. It's raw, it's real, and it's me. Thank you for listening, for connecting, and for being a part of this journey. I hope these songs mean as much to you as they do to me. I love you all infinitely, David. Oh, and I guess that's what the A's for, because okay, got it. Okay, I got it. Now that's what that's for. Okay. Oh, that was just him signing it. Okay. I have like so many tabs open. Sorry. There we go. There it is. So then February 7th, David learned the dance in the living room of his rental home. Learned a dance, I guess. Let's see if it pulls up. It's taking a while. Let me close out some of these tabs. Geesh, I had a lot of them open. Okay. I don't know if this one will let me open it. And then it says David appeared in the clip with Benny Blanco. We saw that one too. We saw that clip. May 21st, 2025, David performed, is going to say where he performed in London. May 30th, David in Japan. April 23rd, 2025. Why did we do that backwards? Okay. We did, but it's okay. David in Paris, June 11th. David performed in Brazil, July 3rd. Video of David performing at his rental home. We'll be able to open this one. Oh, yeah, no, he's actually singing. I didn't know if he was going to be singing. Okay. I'm sure anything with his voice in it, he'll be coming to collect when he's comes out of hiding. I don't know. It's crazy that we haven't heard anything. No, actually, it's not crazy. It's very smart of him. Truly. And truly, it's smart. Like, I mean, for him to not come out and say anything, not pour any fuel on the fire, Like, we all want to hear from him. We want to know what the hell is going on. But I mean, his lawyer's doing their job, I guess. And I wonder who recommended. Who did he call to get that recommendation, you know? Like, I need a good lawyer. That's one for the celebrities. So July 3rd, he performs in his rental home, and then he performs live July 4th. July 5th, he performs live at a music concert. June the 9th, sorry, I don't know why these are backwards. I should have looked at these first. June 9th, David was at a Stray Kids concert, and that was in Atlanta. June 10th and 11th, David was in Tokyo. June 23rd, David performed in Los Angeles. Spotify Music Studios live room. July 11th, David appeared in the stream at his rental place. Okay, let's see what this one is. Okay, I don't think this has any music. Okay, I have to like take it back, but.
Oh yeah! What the? Why do you have green bags? What the? It's next, K. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Okay, that was getting on my nerves. So that was on, when was that? July 11th. So no Celeste in sight, right? Didn't look like a girl even lived there. Okay. So July 17th, he appeared on a stream again at his rental place. Okay, and it's this one here.
To all the contestants that participated in this round, everybody still has a chance to get in. There's still a voting process that we have to go through, but as the first person that is being handpicked to move on to the next round.
You got it. You get the drift. You get the drift. And then David appeared in the stream with Hannah, I don't know how to say her last name, at his rental place. I think this is the same person. So that was July 25th. That's the person we just, no, this is a different person. He'd be knowing a lot of people. There's no volume. It doesn't look like, oh, it's right here.
This is all in, whoa. Holy shit. This is all in the same pack. Are you kidding? This is all full art.
How do you know it's full art though?
Because it's full, bro.
Oh wait, so if the
card's like full. Okay. I could tell you that and didn't even watch that one before. I mean, he's got some stuff. Like, I mean, he's a busy person. I'll tell you that, you know? So maybe that's why he couldn't go back. I mean, I don't know. If he put the body in the car, there would have always been time he would have made time to go back. And you would think he would have made time to go back and do this. Like, and get her out of the car, right? But, I mean, she was in there for months. Or at least they're saying, yeah, the cops are saying what? Like, it could be up to a couple of, like weeks. They said weeks, if not months. Several weeks before the discovery of her body. So that's just so sad. So it's, if you put it back, what, June, July? So then July 26th, David appeared at the Weathered Tour stage design. I have to like open up all these. Oh, I guess they're all just like videos of him. Okay, so this is the video of him when he sees like the design of the stage, which, I mean, it might be a good thing that he recorded all these, right? So, and then July 28th, David with Celeste Herrera. And that girl, we haven't heard from her. Where is she? Does anyone know? Has anyone heard from her? Is she like a real person? Because, I mean, you know, it's just crazy that this girl's been all over the internet and everyone's like, that looks like Celeste. That could be Celeste. And her name is Celeste. How about that? But she hasn't come out and been like, yep, that's me. I'm her. You know, like we were hooking up. I never saw no girl with him. I mean, you know, I don't know. Or I was his friend. I never saw any girls with him. It's just like, I'm wondering if they brought her in. I mean, but these girls just look so different now that I'm looking at them more. I don't know. Okay, we're going to go back to here. Then the opening night, July 30th, was the opening night of David's Wither Tour. July 31st, Wither Tour vlog. So we had a vlog. Day 1, you know, Wither Tour. August 1st, David performed Always Love for the first time on stage. August 2nd, signing autographs for the tour bus. August 3rd, Wither Tour vlog day 2. August 4th, Wither Tour David performs on stage. August 5th, David continues his tour, Del Mar, California. August 6th, David in Phoenix, Arizona, the Van Bruin. August 7th, Wither Tour vlog. August 8th, David in Dallas, Texas. August 9th, David in Austin, Texas, at the Waller Creek Amphitheater. August 10th, Wither Tour vlog day 6. August 12th, David in St. Petersburg, Florida. August 13th, 2025, David in Orlando, Florida, House of Blues. August 14th, Wither Tour vlog day 8. Let's see what this one says. So we're on day 8. This is okay.
Of David's tour vlogs.
Okay, I can't play that because it has music, but you get it. August 15th, day 9 for Wither Tour. He's in Atlanta, Georgia. Then he goes on the 16th to Nashville, Tennessee. August 17th, he's in North Carolina, Charlotte. August 18th, it says concert source. August 19th, Wither Tour, day 11. And then it shows him in New York City, and then at the park in New York. You know who else we saw at the park in New York, right? Before he got arrested. Diddy. I'm just saying. Remember he was in like Central Park or something that day. Hanging with the fam. Now he's doing 4 years. August 22nd, David's in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. Then he goes to Silver Springs, and it's August 23rd, August 24th, New York interviews. Then he's in Cleveland, Ohio, August 26th, August 27th. Okay, so August 27th at 2:26 p.m., the vehicle, the Tesla, is marked for 72-hour monitoring under Los Angeles parking enforcement rules. The officer notes vehicle mad for, like, I think mad means like hasn't been moving for 72 hours on 8/27/25 at 2:26 p.m. Condition checked, including tire markings and vehicle status. Vehicle tagging location gives the location, and then David's performing that day. August 28th, David's in Boston. August 29th, he's in Montreal. Then on August 30th, he performs. Then he has the Withered Tour vlog, day 19 on August 31st, September 1st. It says a Tesla registered to singer David Anthony Burke, known professionally as David, sits parked for weeks in the Hollywood Hills. Interviews with the neighbors they had. And then David performed at the Moody Center, Austin, Texas. Okay. September 1st, home in Texas. See that. Oh, I guess.
What's up, everybody?
How I know?
This is David here. We are back with another David Prayers video. I know it's been a minute. Just got back from performing at the Caliucci's concert. Shout out to Caliucci's. But shout out to Jesus, too. Today, I'm going to talk about imposter syndrome as a Christian, especially in my eyes, how I view it. Sometimes, especially me doing music and things like that, it kind of gets hard to kind of navigate the bridge between your faith and your flesh. And honestly, just being completely transparent, it gets a little shaky on the walk because there's so many different things going on. And we kind of can't get wrapped up in the ebbs and flows of everyday life. And we got to keep on depending on Jesus, especially in like now, like the world is crazy. Like the world crazy. But I just want to say, do not lose hope. Do not lose your faith.
I mean, maybe he's having his come to Jesus moment here, you know? Because what? Okay, sir.
We arrive on this earth with nothing. We spend our years chasing everything, and then we're going to die with nothing. So just make sure your spiritual hands are full before you leave this earth. Read that Bible, stay in that word, stay inspired, stay prayed up.
Better stay prayed up for sure. September 2nd, he had a concert, and then day 20. So I guess he just, stopped by his home in Texas. I don't know if that's his home, like, because I heard that he had a home or two there also, along with his parents. So I don't know if that's his old bedroom at his parents' house or if that's, like, in fact, his house. But then September 3rd, there was a citation at 12 a.m. issued for the Tesla with Texas license plates for exceeding 72-hour parking. Vehicle cited for 72-hour limit. It says additional findings, no evidence of anyone living in the vehicle. Are we sure? I mean, maybe they didn't smell anything. But when you mark the tires, like, you're right down there. Like, you bend down and you mark the tire. Like, I don't know. That's just... The license is clear. Vehicle not reported stolen. Observed major dent on the right rear quarter panel. Inspection completed with 360-degree description. And this is approximate, not confirmed. But we don't know if it could have been way before. They're saying about 5 days before discovery. But we don't, they said in a new statement that they think it could be longer. September 4th, day 21 in Toronto. So then September 5th, the Tesla 10:20 a.m. is towed to Hollywood Tow Yard by LA DOT after sitting more than 72 hours in a public street. They're like, get this car out of here. September 7th, Toronto travel day. Plane issues caused David and his team to take a private plane. That's why he was with the private plane. I got it. Okay, so then he had a concert. September 8th, in the morning, lot workers detect strong odor. So then at 12:30, LAPD officers respond to the scene. Officers inspect the vehicle and open the front trunk. 2023 Tesla with Texas license plates that had been at the lot for about 5 days total before the discovery was made. Human remains wrapped in a unique container discovered. The vehicle's registration is traced to David. Remains are transported to the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner's Office. LAPD announces a suspicious death investigation, and the remains were not intact, and identification will be delayed due to the decomposition of the remains. So we'll have to see. On the same day the body was discovered, Burke, aka David, performed on stage during his weather tour. So September 9th, weather tour vlog, day 22 in Ohio. So this is after he knows.
You're from Columbus, Ohio. Big show tonight. Very excited.
I mean, seriously, dude, Look at this. Sound check. Sound check. Oh, I gotta get my Hollister and my Crocs. 99.7. You were on the Blitz. Oh my good golly. Why were you on the Blitz? Let's rewind that. Why were you on the Blitz? That's a rock station. Okay, somebody help me with that. They play old school Metallica. Like really, that's what they play, like all the time. That's so weird. Why would they have him on that? I'm not even going to ask. I'm just not going to ask any questions. I'm actually going to ask this question, though. I'm going to ask the Blitz and say, really? Really, y'all? So LAPD continues forensic examination of the vehicle and remains. And you saw him. He's just with his Crocs and his Hollister, you know. He should have just stopped working because, I mean, they cut their ties with him right away anyway. It says LAPD continues forensic examination of the vehicle and remains. We were notified this morning, and the car's been here, for a couple of days. Captain Robert Peters said the medical examiner provides preliminary hearing findings. Vehicle is female, wearing a tube top, black leggings, a yellow metal chain bracelet, and stud earrings. She had wavy black hair and weighed approximately 71 pounds. The body had been inside the vehicle for an extended period before discovery. Age and ethnicity could not be determined at that time. David's representative released statement. He is cooperating with authorities in their investigation. David has been informed about what's happened, and although he is still out on tour, he is fully cooperating with the authorities. September the 10th, LAPD confirms no suspect has been identified. September 11th and 12th, autopsy performed by the medical examiner but not released. LAPD does not confirm the identity of the remains. Then September 13th through the 15th, media speculation intensifies about connection to missing teens. Online discussions link case to missing Lake Elsinore girl. Authorities do not issue official confirmation. September 16th, Los Angeles County medical examiner identifies the remains as Celeste Rivas Hernandez, aged 15. They got her with the tattoo that helped confirm. LAPD reclassifies the case as a homicide investigation. September 17th, Celeste's mother speaks to TMZ, confirms tattoo, says daughter had a boyfriend named David, and she recognized her from description. Celeste's mother states her daughter had a small tattoo on her right index finger in red ink. Family also shares that Celeste had a boyfriend named David. Celeste family launches a GoFundMe for funeral costs on September 17th. That was when they started it. LAPD searches a Hollywood Hills home where David had been staying. The Tesla was towed from Bluebird Avenue. And then it says details of the investigation location. The search warrant was executed at a house in the Hollywood Hills where David had been staying, though he does not own the property. The specific street where the car was towed from was Bluebird Avenue. David's Seattle concert was canceled. So he'd be canceling them now. Following news, Crocs and Hollister, they were like, see ya. LAPD states homicide investigation remains active. No arrest or suspects identified. If you're saying it's a homicide but you have no suspects, what about the person's car she's in? Like, I would think that would be a suspect. That's pretty suspect, right? That she's in a Tesla parked a little far down from the house, a little 150 feet. Just enough to see ya. Not enough to have to deal with it, I guess. Far enough to, we're out of sight, out of mind. I don't know. That's crazy. Then they had the swatting incident. So September 18th, Celeste's brother told NBC LA that family members who still live in Lake Elsinore are grieving and were aware that the girl knew singer David. Matthew Rivas said when his sister disappeared, she was on her way to see a movie with him, but never returned. Then they had the swatting incident at his family's home, at David's family's home. Then September 19th, the medical examiner officially certifies the examination and identity. Cause of death remains pending further medical evaluation, meaning toxicology and final autopsy results were not yet complete. September 23rd, medical examiner office, the remains of Celeste Hernandez, Rivas Hernandez, have been released by the medical examiner's office. And they were released to her mom. And it says pending further medical evaluation. That's the landlord of the Hollywood Hills home connected to the investigation told TMZ what? Oh, it says he has no idea if Celeste was ever at the property. He only spoke with Josh Marshall, that's the manager, 3 times since renting the house, and did not know David himself was staying there. Yeah, because remember, he didn't live like in the state or something. He adds that he spoke with Marshall last week and they both agreed it was the best to break the lease. Or no, it wasn't him. It was the manager that lives in a different state or something, he said. But it's weird because it says according to like the landlord, Marshall's belongings would be moved out by the end of this week. So it's like, if you don't live there because you live in another state, I don't know, okay. September 29th, official LAPD statement. I read that earlier. It says the LAPD homicide division has been investigating Celeste's death for several weeks. Celeste Rivas Hernandez is confirmed deceased. Her body was discovered in the front trunk of a Tesla registered to David Burke, singer David. The Tesla had been parked for several weeks before being towed, leading detectives to believe Celeste may have been deceased for weeks prior to discovery. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner has not yet determined the cause or manner of death. Because of that, it is still unclear whether any criminal culpability exists beyond the concealment of her body. LAPD's robbery homicide division is thoroughly examining every aspect of the case to uncover the truth and seek justice. The department asks for public patience as the investigation continues and states that no further questions can be answered at this time. Well, okay. And then September 30th, TMZ got the Nest video camera where it showed 1 year prior that she got in that argument. It says the footage shows Celeste visibly alive arguing with a neighbor family over a prank. Witness told Celeste witnesses told TMZ that Celeste had come home to visit her family at the time of the incident. This interaction occurred months after she was first reported missing on April 5th, demonstrating that she had resurfaced after that initial disappearance. And her parents didn't call the cops and say, yeah, we found her. Like, they just let her go. Leave again? I don't know. So it's the last known confirmed video evidence of Celeste alive before her death. It confirms she was still in Lake Elsinore 5 months after going missing, contradicting the idea that she had vanished permanently in April 2024. It establishes that she was alive and interacting publicly exactly 1 year before her remains were discovered in the Tesla. It suggests intermittent contact with her family and community rather than a single continuous disappearance. October the 6th, and this is where it says it here, funeral, Celeste Abigail Rivas Hernandez. Place of burial, Queen of Haven Mortuary. Official burial date, October 6th. So I don't know. But that is all that goes to. Let me see. I think we got everything. I'm trying to see if there was anything I missed, like October 3rd. Date of vigil. Apparently, David returned online to his Discord server, but he set it to do not disturb status. Okay, well, you shouldn't have touched that. Yeah, and then nothing No major developments tonight. Okay, let me shut some of these. Pin that, and then put me up here. That's true. Yeah, Blair Burke's she's apparently knows what she's doing. She's had a lot of attorneys. I mean, she's had a lot of clients. Right, Brandon, I know. I have a feeling they're not going to charge him. And I have a feeling it's going to be like, well, we couldn't prove it. But it's like, I mean, maybe you can't. Maybe they can't. Let me see what you guys are saying. Yeah, it was right in the Hollywood Hills, too. Yeah. No, I don't know about that. I think, I don't know. The neighbors, I mean, they're, I don't know. I feel like those houses up there, they don't really pay attention to each other than for the fact if your car is junky and it's messed up and it's sitting on their nice street where their nice homes are. I mean, that car was sitting like right outside of someone's driveway, actually. And I'm like, if that was me, I would call too, because it's like you couldn't back out of your own driveway, really. So there's cameras, and there's a lot of cameras in that neighborhood. There's cameras like right across the street. They have like the fish eye where it's like the circle camera where it like shows all around. Yeah, yeah. That drive Cybertrucks. Those Cybertrucks are so damn ugly. They're not even pretty on the inside. No. I think those I just think those trucks are so bad. They're so bad. But that's all I think I have for you guys for tonight. I want to start. So tomorrow's Monday. Actually, I have something for you guys. I'll make sure I put out a video about it in the morning, or maybe I'll do it tonight. But you'll see it, and when you see it, you'll know. It's about Brian Koberger. He's whining again. He's crying. He's crying. He's crying. You know, he's in jail. They're not giving him his vegan hot dogs. That's not what it says, but but I did see it and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't read his dang handwriting. I wish someone would just tell him, look, Mr. Koberger, I spoke with you. He probably got in trouble. But I'll probably make a small video, like a short video about it, because I think it's hilarious. It's hilarious that he's crying about his food intake, and he hasn't even give it a season. Give it a season, Maybe it's not beans and rice season, I don't know what vegans people eat. Welcome to the jungle, BK, right, Candy? Yeah. And don't ask Peru. Don't ask him for any commissary. He don't understand prison, no. I baby girl, I think that he either is autistic to like a little bit more than just like a 1, or he just really is entitled. Like he thinks he's entitled. Oh, I hate that. Casey, yeah. Whenever people like just park bad. Oh, really? It could be bad down there. I mean, whoever she was hollering at, she wasn't scared of him, though. I was just like, dang, you know, it's like, dang. But I'm going to jump off of here. Thank you guys for being here tonight. I appreciate you so very much. I'll be back on tomorrow. I'm going to do a video. I might do a video during the day. Yeah. But I'll be back on tomorrow, maybe during the day, like I said, because it's Monday, right? Yeah, it's Monday tomorrow. What is tomorrow's date? The 6th. Monday, October the 6th. Well, I hope you all have a great Monday and a great, rest of your Saturday. You have another hour and 11 minutes to enjoy this Sunday. So I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. I hope you guys have a wonderful night and a wonderful day at work tomorrow, if that's what you're doing or whatever you're doing tomorrow. If you guys don't mind, before you head out, smash that like button for your girl. I work hard sometimes. Don't forget to hit the like button. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, we'd love to have you. We'd love to have you subscribe. And we will be back with another show tomorrow. The dogs are passed out. This one looks really cute. You can't see her little noses all pressed onto the side of the bed. This one wants to sleep with the other one, and the other one don't like it. She's like, I want to sleep with you. So I'm going to sit here for a minute while they're being good, and I'm just going to enjoy it for a second. But thank you guys. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening, and I can actually hear the music tonight. So I can actually know when to go off. Bye, guys.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain tonight. We gonna let it rain tonight. We gonna let it just like the sunrise. We gonna let it rain. Just like a spark.